Alright, so we're in the town of Bandera. This is the touristy part, if you will. I'm going to video this, you know, the other side from here, and then this side from over there, because I'm not going to be able to see the whole buildings any other way, but you do see the saddle right here. But you can see there's a lot of traffic, a lot of people. Over there is the Bandera General Store. We're passing the American Indian store on this side. And then over there is the Cowboy store. So that's about it for that side. I'll go ahead and show you this side. You can see this old building here. Looks empty. Closed. Dog Leg Coffee House. Oh, there are some paintings back here. There's an owl. There's an Indian of some sort, and then some sort of space deal. Something smells good. I can say that. There's John Wayne. And there's some other sheriff. The OST restaurant. You know what? If I remember right, we ate in here when we were here the last time. Ooh, pie. They have pie. Ooh, homemade pies. It says it right there on the window. And there's honey. Texas friendly spoken here, thanks. What are we looking at? Menu? Okay, they got chicken fried steak. $10.95 for small, $15.50 for the large, the Duke. And there's burgers and sandwiches. There's appetizers. Chalupas, and we'll cross the pond. She's looking for their pies and she can't find the pies. So I don't see a dessert thing on here anywhere. Guess they left that off. And they got help wanted, so if you need a job, there you go. There you go. And this is a historic landmark designated by the city of Bandera, Texas. So here's some things. Won't get them too close, but you know, there you go. Overview. So the Brahma Bull there. Pickles in there, I saw. Fickle Pickles. Online ordering now available. There you go. Here's another. Here, I'll show you this real quick for this historic landmark here. You can read that. Check it out. There's some women's stuffs right there. Winter clearance is what they're having. Hey, how you doing? And not a whole lot more. So we'll go to the other side, and then we'll get that. See over there? Now that's the other side of the street. Showbiz. There's the Fickle Pickles we just walked past. The Old Spanish Trail Restaurant. Okay, so that's what OST stands for. And of course, she's wanting me to point out the Cowboy store because she thinks she can go here and buy her a cowboy. I don't know. We'll see if they'll sell her one or not. There's the old famous Come and Take It. And then, of course, the Texas flag to the right of that. You got belts and bags and jewelry in there. Up there's the old water tower. And that old building that I showed you that was empty, that was some sort of a coffee house. The Branding Iron Western Gift Shop is that first colorful one. Then the authentic American Indian jewelry. Over on that blue one says Navajo, Zuni, Hopi. So several. This place has got ice cream. If you can't handle the heat, get out of Texas.
I got a meeting at 4.
Love to give homemade gifts. Texan spoken here. And office rules, my rules. Well, there you go. And a historic landmark on that building. So there's San Martin Creek, Home Sweet Texas home. Not bad. Anyway, back over there, the Bandera Texas real estate is that little office. The next little one to it is the Lavender and Sage Stitchery. And the bigger one, Hill Country Embroidery Emporium. Here's some real estate if you're interested. You know, different little things here that you could buy if you wanted. 150,000, 139,000, 245, 190. Kind of high. But anyway, just to finish this out, over there is the Busby's Barbecue of Bandera, Texas. And then the courthouse top, you can see right through that tree. That's over there. So we'll maybe go check out a little bit more. And if so, we'll show that to you. Those little buildings right down there.
Mexican restaurant.
It's a Mexican restaurant, I'm told. Okay, so we'll see you on the next one. All right, so as we're walking along here, you see this. This is a big mural. Murals and Fine Art, it says. Free quote at lmcmurals.com. That's big, and that's actually pretty nice. I like it. So it's a whole business here. You can see it does all kinds of things there. But our main target at this point is that little building right there. Yep. That's the courthouse. I pointed out the cupola to you a minute ago. And so we'll just walk through here, see what we can get. Here we go. We'll get up here, get you a view from here so you can see the whole thing. Clock's up there towards the top. Don't think they're accurate at all. It might even be painted on, for all I know. Because they don't really look real, but maybe they are. I don't know. Camp Montel. I don't know if you can read that or not. But if you can pause all that and see what you think. And up here, we've got honoring all cowboys. Cowboy Capital of the world. That's right, baby. Not of the country, of the world. This is the Cowboy Capital, and that proves it. So, there you go. Let's go up these stairs. Okay, now here is in honor of the Bandera County boys who made the supreme sacrifice during the World War. And then it names them all. If you want to read, you can read all of this, pause it. There you go. It's more of the courthouse. We have this, Tribute to Valor. If you want to read this, you can. Come from the American Legion. Okay. And finally, this. Wow. Looks like it says Amasa Clark, 1825 to 1927. If that's true, that dude was 98 years old. There's that nice little picture. I mean, this is like a relief, you know, with his face, his hat, this wagon, the oxen pulling it. Over here, it says Enter Mexico in 1847 as a member of Company 3rd, maybe? Infantry, a part of General Winfield Scott's victorious army, member of Veterans of Foreign Wars and Pioneer Freighters Association, erected by his comrades and friends. And then down here, Nagy Pros or something? That's hard to tell. I don't know. But here's the courthouse from this part of it. So, not a bad looking thing, right? Not bad looking at all. Alright, so we'll show you some more somewhere else. Alright, obviously the thing to notice this, number one is the flags right there in front of us flying in the wind. And then right between the American flag and the Oklahoma flag there is the Bandera water tower. And then the thing to notice back here is this. So there we go. We've got almost all of it. That's the end right there. So just that little bit of movement there. Pretty much have the whole thing. If I step down a couple of steps maybe. Yeah, oh yeah, there we go. That's the whole thing there. Let's go look at another one across the street. Alright, so the first thing to look at here, you see Bandera Texas, USA, State of Texas resolution. And then you can pause this and read the whole thing. There you go. Over here we've got a couple more. It's a Great Western Cattle Trail. And again, you can pause it and read all of this. Just like so. And then right here we got the Bandera Cowboy Capital of the World, Texas Historical Commission. So again, pause, read, learn, enjoy. That'll tell you why this is the Cowboy Capital of the World. And then over here, see we got this cowboy here on this horse, and then look behind him. He's a mean looking cat, ain't he? Got a whip in his hand. And here's what this says: Cowboy Capital of the World, Remington Bronco Buster bronze sculpture. So there you go. Then we got this nice mural. See, nice country scene. The two horses, the cowgirl there, and the cowboy over there on a horse and a cow. So pretty cool. All right, let's go check out a little bit more. All right, so now up here you can see the very beginning of this. It says Western Trail Heritage Park. So this is a little park. Look what they got on the ground here, the Western Cattle Trail. So it shows you, it goes from Bandera, Texas to Coleman, Fort Griffin, right up to the Red River, right through Oklahoma, Dodge City, all the way up to Ogallala, Nebraska. And there's Bandera, Texas, Cowboy Capital of the World. And then here we got the brands of Bandera County. So here, let me jump up here real fast, show you that part. So you can see that, and then as we back off, you can see all these various brands. Okay, cool. Now you've got this Great Western Cattle Trail right here. Let's get this straightened out. And now you can pause and read all of this stuff. Just like so. And then over here behind me, you got this one, Bandera Capital. Bandera, Texas, USA, Cowboy Capital of the World. So there's that. And again, pause it. And then you can just read right on down here. And there you go. So, get a whole overview here if I can. Let's see. Yeah, there's a sign. That's pretty much the whole park. You can see everything. Back and forth, okay? So there you go. Alright, let's go check out some other stuff. Alright, so in front of us, you see this nice house. Very nice house. Made out of limestone. 2-story, obviously. Over there is the Carriage House. I'll show you a different view of that in a minute, but this place is very, very big and very, very nice. Don't you like that? I gotta tell you, I like it. Alright, so now you got a better view of the Carriage House from here, right? There's even a big building, looks like a big garage or something down there, but it looks like they're actually using it for something else, I think. But anyway, so there's those two, and then of course the big house again up here. So that's the viewpoint of that. How awesome is this? I gotta tell you, I like it. Okay, so we're just walking away from the big house that I just photographed or videoed for you, and you see this big Methodist church, and you see that bell over there. Make sure we get that on this side. Got that great big stick, whatever the thing is, over there. It does have a Texas Historic Commission thing on it, I can see from here. But just wanted to show you the size of it as I'm walking up to it. Oh yeah, that's true. Right there's the courthouse. You can see that. There towards the left. And then yes, my helper's helping me. The Bandera water tower through the tree. But here this is. So gives you an idea of some scale. Gigantic blocks. They've got these stained glass windows here. And then as we go right over here, we get to the historic landmark designated by the city of Bandera, Texas. United Methodist Historic Site number 180. It was built in 1880. That's when this thing was built. So you can pause this, read all of that, and check that out. Okay, a little bit more stained glass there and there. Little wooden cross. And as we get back a little bit, you can see here. That's looking up from this side, and that nice little lamp. All right, so here you can see we come on down the street to the Bandera Historic Town Center, and this stuff you can pause all of this and read this so that you can learn about the historic town center. And then from here, I'm going to walk out here so you can see these buildings. Big, nice limestone building, and it does have a little historic thing on it. So I'll tell you what, before we get away from it, let me get this for you. You can see right there, Bandera's first Bank of Texas Republic land grant, hand-cut native rock, built about 1860, a school, home, and shop. Wow. Glad I came by to see that. That was cool. Okay. Now as we go back out here, past this truck, a little traffic, you can see this building here says Antiques, 11th Street Mercantile. So you can get some take on that. Get past this Buick. This building here says Antiques. And it's got a historic landmark, but that's all it says. Doesn't tell you anything about the building. That's interesting. And here we got the 11th Street Cowboy Bar. They're playing some kind of noise in there. They got an Indian here. And then horse parking only is those ways. Now over here across the street, there's Stein's of Bandera Dry Goods. And then there's that little building that doesn't say anything at all. So, all right, now here we do got one more here. This is the 11th Street Cowboy Bar, and it looks totally closed. But you see, when they open up their main doors, they do have actual swinging doors on this thing, but yeah, see, that opens up. Yeah, you can't get in that, but hey, as you can see, it does have saloon bars. Thunder in the Country 2018. And come join us for Wednesday State Night, live country music. So there you go. There's that. All right. So now we've got something else to look at, so we'll go look at that next. All right, you see this in front of us? Yeah, that is a Longhorn. And from what I was told, this is actually one of your smaller ones in Texas. This one's about maybe, I don't know, 40, 50 feet across at its horn, so you can imagine the body had to be 300-400 feet long. And like I said, this is one of the smaller ones. That's what they told me. So, you know, this is a big giant, looks like maybe about a 3-story building. That's the whole building there, and they had to put that head up on top of this particular building. So that's how big it is. This is apparently the Frontier Times Museum.
No, it says turn right.
Oh, so it's not. Okay, it's just an advertisement for it. But yeah, so hopefully you like this part. That's what we wanted to show you. So I think that's about it for Bandera. Hope you've enjoyed it.
What's that building?
And we'll go from there. See you next time.